Grain prices keep trading higher. Why is this?
I think it's a couple of things. I think that the weather in the U.S. hasn't been really the best over the last, let's say, week or two, and then the forecast is warm and dry and for the next 2 weeks. So I think there are some funds that are covering shorts. Over in the wheat, lower crops in some areas is helping actually the funds go long wheat.
What else are the funds doing? I mean, the long wheat market, what are they doing in corn and soybeans right now?
Last week they actually added to their short position in corn, and today we think they're getting kind of out of those positions. You know, that there's just a lot of uncertainty as what kind of corn yield we're going to have and the impact that's going to have on the carryout. But a lot of people think the corn market has made a bottom, and it could work higher depending upon the final yield. And as far as the beans are concerned, we've got some demand showing up in the beans that is helping the market, and I think that again the market is funds are short, and I think they're covering the shorts.
Back to wheat, Steve. You mentioned that wheat prices seem to be pushing higher, and they're outperforming corn and soybeans. Why is this?
I think that first of all, there's talk about a lower European crop, maybe 15 million tons below the USDA's quoted number last July. The Russian crop is also lower, and so we're hoping that that'll bring demand here. And so it's the first market to trade over some of the key moving averages, which triggered fund short covering, and now they're buying the market. And I think that some people think that if we do see export demand, prices could actually go higher in wheat and need to buy maybe more acres in 2019.
Can we talk a minute about President Trump's aid package? What is the latest on the $12 billion aid to U.S. farmers?
Well, this morning, the Secretary of Agriculture said that they would start sending checks out to farmers either the last week in September or the first week in October, and it would total about $8 billion of the $12 billion. So we think that, first of all, farmers might use this money to pay bills. They might use, and it could suggest that they will store, especially their corn market, rather than sell it at harvest. And most analysts are telling them, you know, this is for the beans. It's for the fact that China may not buy beans from U.S. in 18 and 19, and they should use this to pay bills too.
When is the next USDA report?
August 10th. I think it'll be a really important report for two reasons. Number one, you've got a pretty widespread analyst guess of what corn and wheat carryout might be depending upon yield. Last week, the spring wheat tour up in North Dakota found yields lower than expected based on the crop ratings, and they're really disappointed that crop ratings were so high relative to the actual yields. And some people think in corn, at least, that the corn yield may also be a little bit lower than what the ratings suggest because of the late planting, warm temperatures at night, and the quick maturity of the crop. And then if we go 2 or 3 weeks without a rain in the Midwest, a good general soaking rain, it might bring soybean yields down from what the USDA is saying. So if it's disappointing, it could trigger more buying in corn and beans. And so it's going to be a very volatile report.